that's not going to work. Hi, I'm just trying to set up the phone so that it doesn't fall over and that you can still see me. And I'm back. Okay, so hi everybody, hi Melody, hi Debs, hi Sing. So this video is just a bit of an update really, because I've not been, sorry I've got hair everywhere, I've not been on the channel for a little while. Thank you. I've literally, this is the first time I've ever properly curled my hair, and I don't like it. I did it this morning and it just, I don't know, it's weird. It's because I've always had straight hair, so it just looks weird to me. But I'm trying to get used to it because I spent like 20 quid on the curlers. So right, so this video is basically an update of where I've been, because I've not been very active on the channel or on social media and stuff lately, and I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, a couple of weeks ago I was in talks with my husband about getting a new dog. Now, as you all know, we have our little Rosie. Where is she? Rosie, come here. Come here. So we have little Rose, and she's nearly 7. And I've always wanted a Labrador. And I mean, literally since I was about 14, I've always wanted a Labrador. And we were talking about it and we asked our landlord and he said yeah. And I was so excited. We hadn't told the kids, but they'd always wanted another dog. They had wanted another Yorkie for Rosie to play with, but I desperately wanted a Labrador. So we went to see this beautiful 6-week-old Labrador. This little girl, she was beautiful. She was blonde, so you know the kind of the guide dog Labradors, you know, the Andrex puppy, typical type of Labrador. And sorry Judith, I'm not doing any kind of colouring or anything like that, I'm just chatting on this live. So yeah, so we went to see the Labrador and absolutely gorgeous, fell in love with her straight away, spent about an hour with her. Went back the next day. I did say I wasn't going to tell the kids, but I was a bit concerned because my youngest son has allergies to some things like cats. And even though he's fine with Rosie, that's because Yorkies don't cast a lot of hair. And I was worried. I was just worried. And we took Max to see him, and it turned out that yes, he was highly allergic to the dog. It was sneezing all the way through, and that meant that we couldn't get her, and it was really upsetting. The kids were crying, I was crying, because I fell in love with her, you know. I'd made plans of where I was going to take her on walks and all that kind of stuff, and introducing her to Rosie. So yeah, that was tough. I felt pretty down for a few days, and yeah, so we decided to book a little weekend away to just cheer the kids up a little bit, cheer me up a little bit, and we decided to go to Butlins, which is it's a little holiday park for kids. It's mostly for younger kids, but our kids have been a couple of times and they really enjoyed it, so we thought we'd take them there. And as you all probably know, if you follow my blog, is that I am emetophobic, which means that I have a uncontrollable, very strong fear of being sick, or you know, for me there's a lot of facets of it, and for me it's the feeling sick, it's the nausea that really panics me and freaks me out, and I get horrible panic attacks and basically feel like I want to die. So anytime we go anywhere, especially places where there's a lot of people and there's a big risk of catching, I'm going to put her down because she's like super wriggly, where there's a big risk of catching things, I will take cleaning supplies, I'll take wipes, hospital grade wipes that I've bought online from specialist places, antibacterial sprays, just everything. And as soon as we get there, I'm wiping everything down, cleaning everything, spend a good hour and a half cleaning everything in the apartment. I've got special hand gel that's alcohol free, which is better for killing bacterias. I buy the specialist stuff that kills norovirus because that's really difficult to kill. Anyway, I've got this huge regime of cleaning that I do basically when we go anywhere. And I did all that. Friday was good, Saturday was good, Sunday was good. We were due to come back on the Monday morning, but we decided to drive back on Sunday night to avoid all the traffic. And thank God we did, because 6 o'clock Monday morning I woke up in my own bed and I knew there was something wrong straight away. I felt like I had indigestion, so I went and took an omeprazole, which is like a strong indigestion tablet, and straight away my stomach just went. It was horrendous, and I won't give you the gory details, but I did end up being sick. And it is the first time in 8 years, since 2010, that I've actually been sick. It was horrible. It wasn't as bad as the last time I had the norovirus, because that's what gave me the phobia. That's what brought the phobia on. It was absolutely horrific. I would have ended my life like that if I could have 8 years ago when that happened. This wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty bad. And yeah, so I've been really ill for the last few days, and today is the first day where I've just started feeling a little bit better. I'm still really hot. I still can't eat very much at all. But anyway, this video is basically just to give you a bit of an update to see where I've been, because I know I haven't been very active at all on the channel, and I didn't feel like doing a lot of colouring or a lot of anything when we found out that we couldn't have Bella, which was what I was going to name our Labrador. Because it really, I wasn't expecting for me to feel that strongly about her, having only met her a couple of times, but we did spend a lot of time with her, and it was awful to find out that we couldn't have her. And I mean, I did to and fro for ages, because I was thinking I'll get a better vacuum cleaner, I'll get some sort of air purifier, I'll brush her every day outside to get extra hair off, you know, I'll get this stuff that you can spray that will dampen down any of the dander and the things in her fur that would aggravate Max's allergies. And I went through it for hours. I was literally sat for hours thinking, how can we get around this? And in the end, I just had to be sensible, had to be grown up and responsible, really, because I didn't want my son to have to be in a house where he's constantly having that awful allergy, because it's awful. He's got streaming eyes, his nose is streaming, it's so itchy, and it's just horrible. His eyes puff up and swell. So I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I was really gutted about that, really gutted. And that's why we booked the holiday, and then the holiday was okay. And then it turned out I got ill, and I've spent the last couple of days trying not to regress back to how bad I was around about 8-7 years ago when I first started with the phobia. It's difficult because in that period of time, in the last 8 years, you know, it started off that I was really anxious about getting ill all day, every day, vigilant. That's all I could think about all day. And then over time, as you don't get ill and you don't get ill, it sort of lessens a bit, and you kind of breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, but you're still vigilant all the time. And then you get a book again, and it brings everything back from how you felt originally when you first got the phobia. So I've been trying to see this as an anomaly, that it's something that just happened, there's nothing I could do about it, even though that makes me even more scared in a way, because I have all of these safety nets in place, and they didn't work. So I cleaned everything, I washed our hands a million times, and it still didn't work. I don't know how I got it, and I wish I could pinpoint how I got it, because that would help me get over it. But yeah, so anyway, that's an update of the channel. I'm sorry if it's been boring for any of you. I know that a lot of these channels, these colouring channels, do a lot of these kind of chat updates. where it's all about my life and things rather than colouring all the time. So I'm sorry if that's boring for you or what have you, but I just thought I would do one because I know that a lot of you like to hear about you know, what's going on with me. I know through my colour alongs, when I often chat to you on my colour alongs, telling you about my life, my kids, that, you know, you like to hear about that. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to a little bit of colouring. So if you've been checking out the channel this morning, you will see that I have managed to put up a new review, and it is of this book, which I realise is flip reversed mirrored, so you can't really see it, but it is Confessions of a Colouring Addict by Sarah Renee Clark, and it's awesome, and I've done a review of it on the channel alongside these marker pens, which are the R2 marker pens, and they're only available in the US. And if you want to see all of those in action, go and check out my latest video. Now, before I went away, I did put a picture out on social media, I'm just trying to find it, of the latest project that I am starting in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, which is Pika's little nest. And this is how far I've got. Obviously I've been away, so I haven't been able to do a lot on it, but I'm really happy with how the magpies turned out. I was amazed at how many people thought it was a crow. Not a lot of people know that magpies have an awful lot of blue and purples in their wings and feathers, which is true, but I think that in other countries magpies are actually different. They're different. There are different kinds of magpies. I think in like Australia, magpies are really big and they're pure black and white. But in the UK, magpies do have an awful lot of blue and purple underneath their wings. So that's why I decided on that colour scheme. But everybody thought it was a crow. I thought that was hilarious. And then on the wood, just using several different browns and just trying to create a bit of a woodish look. So yes, I think that is it. I'm going to be doing a review of the latest Colouring Heaven, which is the Fairies and Friends special, very, very shortly. I'll give you a little preview of the page that I have almost done colouring, which is this Sakura page here. Now, I'm absolutely crap at colouring black hair. For some reason, I just can't get a shine and a depth to it. But I've tried my best. I've added white pencil over the top. I'm pretty happy with the skin, and the Sakuras are quite sweet, but obviously I've not finished the dress yet, but I will be reviewing that very, very shortly. And if there's anything you want to ask me, I'm just going to scroll up the comments because I've not been able to read them so far. So just ask me now. Thank you everyone saying that they like the curly hair. I am not convinced. I'm not used to it yet. It feels weird. And I'm so sweaty because I'm still really, really hot and poorly. I think the curls are just going to drop out anyway. Sorry about this whole awkward thing with the phone. Right. Just reading through the comments. Yeah, I've got the Crayola 100 as well, Laura, but I haven't done anything with them yet. That's something that I definitely need to do. No, I actually have wavy, kind of kinky, kind of BG Barry Gibb type of hair, naturally. This is done with a chopstick curler that I bought, and I don't know if it's any good or not. I don't know. I think the curls are slowly starting to drop out because it was much sort of higher earlier on. So yeah, if there's anything you want to ask, just go ahead. Thanks everyone. If there's anything you want me to show you from my colouring supplies, this is just, I might not even keep this up on the channel. This is just off the cuff. Just thought I'd let you know how I'm doing. Yeah, cheers for that, Nikita. Hi, Sammy. Thanks, Rebecca. So just for anyone that's just joined, really, really quickly, this is an update video to say why I've not been on the channel recently. I was going to get a new dog. We were all really excited. We'd fallen in love with her, and then I couldn't get her because my son had really severe allergies. So we were all really gutted, so we decided to take them on holiday, and the holiday was good, but then it turned out that I was really ill at the end of it, and of course, being emetophobic, it's not been a good few days for me, guys. So that was my explanation of why I've not been on. And as for the curly hair, I curled it this morning for the very first time with a chopstick curler, and it looks weird and I don't like it, but all of you guys are saying that it looks nice, so thank you. Thanks, Sammy. I'm still a little bit hot and clammy, and I can't really eat because every time I eat something I swallow it and then I get pain in my stomach, so not good. Anyway, on the upper side, I have just received this book, Flowers and Gems by Grazia Salvo, which I'm awesomely excited about. I don't know if it's, can you say awesomely excited? Anyway, it's a really cool book. It's all women. Just trying to go through it. Hello, Tarantula Tales. Yeah, this is a beautiful book. I think you'd love it, actually, Sammy. I'm not sure whether you've got it already, but I know that you like colouring your ladies. Thanks, Rebecca. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be doing a review on this soon. I've got to find time to colour it. I love that one. Okay, how do I get rid of this Nikita person, people? Okay, let's see. Remove. Hide user on this channel. I think I've done it. That's the first time I've ever had a troll, guys. Thanks, Sammy, whatever you did there. Awesome. Anything else you guys want to ask while I'm on? Like I say, this is just an off-the-cuff live. Do you want to see anything? Do you want me to do anything? Do you want to ask me anything? Yeah, no need for trolls, but hey ho. Especially when you've got a lot of body image issues like me. I hate coming on camera, hate it. Can you see I've gone really red here? So I get really nervous. You've not missed anything, Regina. I've just been chit-chatting about why I've not been on. Was going to get a dog, couldn't get her. Son had allergies, so couldn't get her. Really gutted. Went on holiday, got poorly. I'm emetophobic, so it wasn't good. So yeah, that's why I've not been on. Can you see all these curls just dropping out because of this? Because I'm sweating and I'm so hot. So talk to me, guys. What have you been up to? Tell me how your weekend has been. Janet, I colour every day, definitely every day at some point, unless of course I'm away or whatever. But hours, I couldn't really tell you. I mean, I sit and colour with the TV on, and I can just watch episodes and episodes and episodes of something, and the time has just gone. I'm sure you all know what it's like when you colour and the time just disappears. So yeah, I couldn't really tell you hours, but a lot. Thanks, Sammy. What am I working on at the moment? So I've just been showing you guys what I've started in Ivy. Can't find it now, of course. Oh, you got the polychromos, brilliant. Have fun with those, they're great. Let me just try and find this page. Here we go. So this is what I'm working on at the moment. This is Pika. Machines that sucks in your hair. Oh, tell me what's it called? Where do I get it from? Thanks, Jackie. Yeah, so this is the one I'm working on in Ivy. It's Pika. Can I put this light on? Oh, that's better. So it's Pika the magpie, and everyone thought it was a crow because not a lot of people know there's tons of blue and purple in magpie's feathers. But I've probably done a little bit too much, to be honest. Yeah, sorry, I'm touching it a lot, aren't I? Because I'm not used to it. Yeah, it was good. It was a good holiday. You know, nothing went wrong while I was there. I am just so thankful that we didn't stay until the Monday, because I would not have been able to cope if we'd have had to check out and drive home 2 hours. with me being severely ill. I could not have coped with that. It was like a miracle that we decided to go home the night before, and it was a very quick decision. It was off the cuff decision. We hadn't planned to do that, so it felt like something was telling me to do that. Thank God. Doing a list of 100 horror films to watch. Do I have goals? Not really. Not really. I'm not a very, what's the word, where you've got a lot of aspirations. Like, I just live day to day, you know. I'm not a very goal orientated person because I can never stick to anything. Like with the weight loss, by the way, Sammy, I saw your before and after weight loss pictures. Absolutely incredible. How did you do it? Amazing. You look amazing. I can't stick to goals, so after like a day I'll be like, why aren't I thin? You know, it's just ridiculous. But I can't stick to it. I've got no willpower. Yeah, ambitions, exactly. I've got no willpower, no motivation whatsoever. So yeah, no, I don't really have any other goals, but let me know what your 100 horror films are because I would love to see them. Thank you, Regina, that's really lovely to hear. I'm just going through comments now because I haven't got the iPad set up in front of me, so it's pretty difficult. Oh, I didn't see that one. Johnny, who was that? What did he say? Don't tell me, it doesn't matter. World Cup? No, not really. Not into the football. I watched the last sort of 15 minutes of the matches, but no, not interested. Yeah, so if we're talking about really small goals, when I have my kind of nervous breakdown times, which I've had a couple of times in the last like 10 years, I have to do everything literally minute by minute, and that is what helps me get back on track. So when I had my nervous breakdown, I think it was this time last year, oh no it wasn't, it was about March, April last year, something like that. I went to the doctors, got my medication doubled, first of all, you know, just to get the brain chemistry going. And then when you're in like a heightened state of panic, you feel really, really exposed, really scared. You don't know what you want, but you're desperate for something to happen. You need someone to help you. So you have to sort of live minute by minute, and that's how I did it. So for instance, one day I knew that we needed some batteries for the kids' little control things for their games, and that was my goal for the day, just to go into town, get some batteries. That was it. If I'd done that, I'd achieved what I needed to do in that day. And I think that that's really, really important if you have mental health issues, specifically if you're going through a really bad time with your panic attacks and things like that, and you do not know how to get from one minute to the next, is to really, really small baby steps. Set yourself a goal, even if it's the tiniest goal ever, like cleaning out one cupboard in your kitchen, you know, just like anything. Sorting out one bookshelf, you know, just anything that will keep your mind distracted, but it's not too great a task. Because I remember when I had my first nervous breakdown, I'd literally go shopping and I'd bring the shopping home, put it on the side ready to put away, and I couldn't. It was putting the shopping away felt to me like the biggest task, and I was so het up and panicky and scared about doing it, and it just felt huge. So yeah, I'm just looking through the comments. Yeah, I've tried to eat, but I can't. My stomach just hurts my stomach. So I've been trying though. I had toast and a banana, and then yesterday I had 2 pouches of microwave rice. So I've been trying to stick on the brat diet, and I've also bought some apple cider vinegar from the health shop, because I used to take that a lot, you know, when I first became emetophobic. And I found out, obviously you do a lot of research when you've got things and you're constantly reading the internet, which is sometimes a really, really bad idea. And I found out that apple cider vinegar, if it, in its raw unpasteurised form, can kill germs and bugs and you know, like stomach bugs and stuff like that, if you take a teaspoon of it every day. So I used to drink that all the time. And then I kind of stopped. As I say, it tapers down after a while. After you're not getting sick for a while, it tapers down. And you start to feel a little bit better about every day, and you stop doing so many routines. But now that I'm sort of back, having been ill again, and back into that mindset, and I really, really don't want to regress into that mindset, I've started on the apple cider vinegar again. So I've took that yesterday. And I'm going to try and take that every day just to try and ward anything off. Hi, Robin. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not very cohesive, by the way. When I feel kind of, I'm on camera anyway, which I hate. So that makes me lose my words, but I'm also feeling really rough. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lillian. It's awful, isn't it? Awful. And it does feel like the end of the world. If you can hear a lot of creaking, it's my chair. It's not me. Thanks, Rachel. So I've only just started doing live streams, so I'm not really used to this whole community of online friends, if you know what I mean. It's great, I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's really weird talking to other people. Because I've got a really, really small closed family unit. I don't have any friends. That sounds really sad. I do have friends like online, people that I've known for years and people that I've met up with, you know, and we actually know each other in real life. But we hardly ever see each other. It's like an online relationship. But as for like going out with people, I don't have any friends, and that's not me getting sympathy. It's just a fact. I don't do friends. And it's not that I've tried to do that or tried to make it that way. It's just that when I first got pregnant with my first son, when I was 16, 17, all my friends just kind of dropped away, which is what happens very, very often when you get pregnant, especially at a young age. And like I said, I've got this very closed family unit, so it's me, my husband, my 2 kids and my dog, and then it's my sister and my mum and my brother, and that's it. So it's weird. Sometimes I don't know how to speak to people, which sounds weird, but I know what I mean. It's like I'm constantly thinking of how I sound and what I'm saying and if it makes sense, because I'm just not used to speaking to anyone else outside of my unit, if that makes sense. And I am sad about that. I wish I was one of these people that had a huge social life as well as the family life, but that's just not me. I feel really uncomfortable in social situations. I didn't used to. So when I was a teenager, before I got pregnant, and you know, when I had loads of friends from school and stuff, I was super outgoing, super confident, really funny. Actually, I was really funny. Everyone used to laugh. I was the clown in the group. And then I think, as a lot of people do when they have kids, you sort of lose yourself a little bit. And I think that because my friends dwindled away when I got pregnant, I never really got them back, and I never made any new friends. So I think I've lost that side of me. I've lost that part of me a little bit, and especially with the phobia and everything starting when I was like, well, when I don't know how old I was. It started like 8 years ago. I think I've just changed as a person, and some days I really hate that, because because inside me is, somewhere deep down, is the real Claire. And it's hard to describe, because the real Claire wants to go everywhere. I want to go across the world. I want to go, you know, to countries. I want to go backpacking. I want to go everywhere. I want to have loads of friends. I always want to go out. That's the real me, somewhere deep down. And then since I've had kids, and since I've had the phobia, and since I've lost all of my friends and stuff, I've developed into a new kind of Claire who is very uncomfortable going out, uncomfortable talking to people, would definitely rather stay in than go to any social gatherings. And sometimes I hate that new Claire. Sometimes I want the old Claire back, but It's weird. It's hard to describe. I think I need a psychiatrist. Someone to like decode everything, what's going on. Let me just read some comments. Sorry about how awkward this is. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's good, Jackie. I'm glad that you've got a good family, you know, unit and good support around you. I love that you've got a good relationship with your mum. That's lovely, Laura. Yeah, medicine. I'm on medicine. I've been on antidepressants for about 10 years. Can't see myself getting off those anytime soon. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. All right, see you later, Suze. Have a good day. Therapy, I tried cognitive behavioural therapy, didn't work. I've had acupuncture, I've had hypnotherapy. I even tried something called neuro-linguistic programming, which is a sort of hypnotherapy. None of it worked. I even did this thing where I went to a psychic just to see, you know, if anyone had come through, anyone from the spirit world or whatever, but she was also like a therapist, and she did this like tapping therapy on me. It's weird. She was like tapping my shoulders, tapping my head, and I had to say things and say like mantras. It was weird. Yeah, it's hard, Sammy. It's like when I was talking about Jack, my husband, making peace with how he is with his disabilities. It is hard for me to make peace with this new Claire, because I just feel like it's not the real me, and I'm missing out on life, you know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have a friend who's agoraphobic as well, and I know how difficult it is for her. Oh, nice, Shirley. All right then. See you later. Yeah, true, but I do find that playground mummies aren't the best kind of people to make friends with. I don't mean that in a judgy way. It's just, hi, I'm on live. Do you want to say hi? Hi. There's Jack. Yeah, playground mummies, they're not, I don't know, they are very judgmental, I think. But a lot of people judge people on how they look and how they come across, and that isn't necessarily always the true person, because I can come across really ignorant sometimes and quite rude, and I'm not. It's just that I'm really nervous. All right, have a good day, have a good time at the hospital. What I hope everything goes well at the hospital. See, I cannot speak to people. Deb says hi. Jack, a lady on my live. Hello, live Deb. He says hi, live Deb. Oh my god, I'm so hot. Okay, so everyone is going off to do their thing now for the day, and I think I've been talking your ear off for long enough, so I'm going to go now, try and get cool, try and get in front of the fan, cool down a bit, and thanks for listening to me go on and on. I hope you've liked the update and liked chatting with me, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Bye.